Okay, here we are. Um, as you can see, I kind of moved around things again and standing at kind of an odd angle here. Um, but I'm trying to get some light, so you'll just have to bear with me. It's probably still a little darkish, but this is the best lighting situation I could get under the circumstances of moving everything. But anyway, I want to talk about getting in an eBay funk, um, or any kind of reselling funk. And I'm not addressing like chronic depression or clinical depression or even seasonal affective depression. But I'm just talking about getting the eBay blues, getting the reseller blues, because this happened to me over the last couple of days. And I just wanted to kind of talk about that. I just want to kind of talk about that. I just want to kind of talk about that. Welcome to Groundhog Day. Anyway, so happy Groundhog Day. But anyway, so after I did that haul on Tuesday, where I went to the outlet and I bought all that stuff and I shared all of that stuff with you, I kind of went into a real funk, a real kind of, I was very depressed, just in the reselling, thinking about reselling, not everywhere else in my life. But I realized that I was depressed because I bought all this $10 crap at the outlet. I was so excited. I got so caught up in the fact that we have a Goodwill outlet here and this is fun and I love filling the cart and all of that, that I kind of got depressed because that's not really what I want my business model to be. I'm okay with adding $10 items to my business occasionally, but that's not what I wanted my business model to be. And I let my emotional self kind of guide my spending that day. And I got into a kind of a funk. So this is what I did. And let me say hello first to Faye. Faye's here. Chris is here. Cindy Rosen's here. Wimpy Whistler is here. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you being here. I know that there are some other folks watching that haven't commented, but feel free to say hello. And if I don't say your name or if I don't see you there, just know that I'm sending you hello from my heart. But so, I realized what the funk was. Hey, Gloria. And these are the things that kind of stepped me out of it, because I can have a really, I can be a Debbie Downer sometimes, but the first thing that helped was having some trusted advisors. And those can just be your peers or your friends. It helps if it's people that sell on eBay like you do, or do reselling of some sort like you do, so that they kind of understand the isolation of it, the ups and downs of it, the places that you let yourself go when you're not getting sales. And sometimes that can be depressing, and it can make you feel a little desperate. So it's best if you are talking to friends about that. And I just got a notification that Ann Eckhart just uploaded a video. So when you're done with this, go watch it. So anyway, sorry. But so I talked to a couple of my pals about it. Now, make sure that when you're talking, when you're choosing people to kind of bring you out of the funk, that you're not just looking for people to commiserate with. You don't want people that will just get in there and wallow with you, because that won't help. I was, when my friends were like, "You're off a little," and I'm like, "I'm off a whole lot," but yeah, my attitude was off a little, and they recognized it, and I was real honest about it. I felt kind of like failure for the purchases that I made in the last haul. So, but that's it. That's all I got. And then I got get that stuff listed and move on and forget about it. And those are the friends that you need. They understand like where all these emotions come from and where all these, these, where this, kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a, where you're feeling kind of hard on yourself, kind of down on yourself. They understand that because this reselling business is, can be very up and down emotionally, because this is where your income comes from if you're doing this full time. So, but they were just like, nope, that's all that you get to do. Yes, self-loathing, that's good. You just have to move on and get back to listing it. And so fortunately, I have a group of girls that do that for me. And I think it's really important that if you don't have that, you're finding that. And you're getting in with a group of folks that will say, yeah, you made some, I noticed that you made some bad purchases there that really aren't following the business model that you're promoting. List them and move on. So I will be listing them, and I have set a goal for the weekend. And that goal is really just to list. I'm going to try and list 40 more this weekend, because I feel like I'm not like stuck in a rut. But I don't seem to be getting anywhere as far as listing goes, because things are selling and then, I'm back to where I was. So I am going to set that goal of 40 this weekend. I was going to do 50, but I only was able to do 40 last weekend. And I thought I was going to be able to list a bunch of stuff today, and that's just not going to happen. And so some other things that I did was reset my brain that this is a business. This is not just me having fun. It is fun, and I enjoy it, and I am passionate about it, but it is a business. So I did invest some money, a little bit, and I bought myself the light kit that I wanted, so that my pictures are what are the quality that I want them to be. And they haven't been. And I have progressed as I could afford it. So I started out with lamps, living room lamps. And then I bought these little clip-on table, like LED lamps. And then when I could afford better, I bought the umbrellas. And those have been, those have been okay, but I still got the shadows casting. I bought a ring light. The ring light was actually more for the video production, but it's so bright that it doesn't really work for this. So I've been using that to take pictures, but that is still, I'm having some shadow issues there. So I just decided I'm going to invest the money in this lighting kit. So I did buy the 3-point lighting kit. There are 4 bulbs in each lamp head. I should not have any problems with shadows now. So I feel good about that, even though I'm having a hard time putting it together because the instructions are not that great. But so, make sure that you are, if this is your business, if this is your job, if this is what, brings your income, that you're looking to upgrade whenever you can upgrade. Because I think that I hope that this is just going to make me take it even more seriously, because now I've invested even more money in this business. So, make sure that also that you get a group of folks that will help you, kick you in the ass a little bit when you need it to get you moving forward. Let's see. So yesterday I went to Kentucky with Holly. I got some footage. I got some funny footage, but the audio is kind of crap. So I don't know if I'm going to be editing that into videos or not. We'll just see. And I while we were there, we stopped at a little thrift store. So I thought I would share with you some things that I found, because the things that I found are outside my comfort zone and they're profitable. Some of them are outside my comfort zone, but they're very, very profitable. Let's see. Let me check in here. And I'm not keeping you guys very long today. I don't want to keep you for an hour if it's not necessary. Let's see. Chris says maybe we should host a virtual listing marathon and have everyone check in hourly. And that might be something. I might consider doing that. She's saying my house may show up on NASA satellites with lighting kits. Yeah. Amalia's here. Hi, Amalia. She says, hi, Sarah. Watching your videos always pulls me out of my eBay blues, along with a group of girls you're talking about. Such a blessing to me. It matters. I mean, I don't have to be your ray of sunshine. Whatever it is, let that be it. Whatever will help you break out of the funk. Because I know a lot of folks are in funks this time of year anyway. But whatever it is, see, I've got this lighting issue. Whatever it is, use it to pull you out. And Faye says, for what it's worth, you look pretty today. Thank you. This is my thrifted sweater. And on top of that is my under it is my thrifted turtleneck. Or I think they call these a polo neck, maybe in Britain. I'm not sure. Linda with Linda's Rocky Mountain Finds is here. And so yesterday when I was doing my shopping in this little tiny thrift store, I mean tiny, it's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 aisles. And then the perimeter has stuff hanging, like stuff on shelves and stuff hanging. It's pretty small. I go there because I buy my end rolls of basically newsprint from there that I use for packing material. And I usually get those, they'll have like an inch of paper on them, which is actually quite a bit because the roll is about that big. And I get them for like $2 or $2.50 each. So about 6 of those, and they last me a good while. Part of that is because I am not shipping quite as many extra large items that require a lot of packing material. But I needed to go in there and get those things. So I decided maybe we'll just poke around a little bit and see what's in here. So I grab a jacket and let me see. Let me grab this. I picked up a Ralph Lauren blazer. And again, you guys know I don't really do clothing. Not a fan. But this is a nice Lauren blazer. It's a size 4, so it's kind of a smaller size. And I was texting Linda about it. I sent her a picture of it. And I said, yeah, but I'm not going to get it because it's got a little schmutz and a little, it's got some ironing sheen. So, you know, if you've ever ironed something a little too hot, it gets shiny. It's got a little of that on the sleeves, so I'm not going to get it. And she said, because she's smarter than I am, buy it for the buttons. And so I did. I paid $3.50 for this, but I think I can get $25 for the buttons and the patch, maybe a little bit more. But this patch is actually on the pocket. So I'm just going to take the entire pocket off and I will sell that. Maybe I'll sell this separate. But yeah, this is a double-breasted jacket. So it's got 2 extra buttons that a lot of men's blazers don't have. And then it's got 4 of the smaller buttons on each sleeve. So I think I can get that for $25. I have known about selling buttons before, but I just didn't think about it on this. So yeah, now we're parting out clothes. So I bought this jacket, should make about $25 to $30 on that. And then I picked this up and knew immediately from the label that it was a good product. This is a Pendleton. I think it's a vintage Pendleton jacket. It is wool navy blue, and it's got this great detail on the back. And I not sure, I haven't actually found this particular design, but this jacket is somewhere, I don't know, 50, 80, 100, 200, I don't know, but it's going to sell really well. And I paid $350 for this jacket as well. And did I see Kiari is in here somewhere? I think I saw you join as well. So hello to you. Get it like a fish. Oh, Faye. You know I love you, Faye. And this was another brand that I'm familiar with just from watching. I do watch clothing videos. Linda saying $100 plus, be patient and you'll get it. Yeah, I don't need to sell it fast. But Woolrich is a decent brand. Linda said these are not flying off the shelves for her lately. She's having a hard time selling Woolrich. But this is a really nice like nylon jacket with it's got the front flat pockets, and then it's also got the side pocket here. I didn't check to see if there were millions of dollars. Maybe there's millions of dollars. Maybe there's a tissue. There wasn't. Let me check over here and see if there's gum. You never know. Let me see. You just never know what might be in the pockets of nothing. But anyway, it's got this nice wool lining with the tartan plaid. Just a really nice jacket. And this is in very, very, very good condition. So I should do okay on this. I don't know, 25, maybe 30. Don't really know. So I only picked up 5 things. I picked up the 5 items. I spent $26. Let's see. No, I spent like $24 on my stuff. So it wasn't too bad. So I go to the shoe department, and these were the only decent shoes that I found. And I'm sorry, the light on these is terrible. These do have some wear, but they're very high quality. These are Allen Edmonds. And I'm going to buff them up, clean them up really good. There's no cracking across the top. There's some wear on the sole, but I'm going to clean them. $2 for these. And I'm going to try and get, because of the condition, about $35 for those. And then one other thing that I bought that's pretty interesting. If by interesting, I mean making money. And it's this. It is a Black & Decker Space Saver coffee that, that mounts under the counter. And I do have the brackets, the mounting brackets for it. It is complete. And these bring routinely $79.99 on eBay for the used ones. And I paid $350 for that. Some of these are recalled, and if in fact this is a recalled one, typically with the recall you'll get about $60 from essentially from the manufacturer. It's through a third party, but they offer $60 to replace because the carafe is defective on the recalled ones. And if that's the case, then I probably will try and sell maybe some of the other parts. So worst case scenario, I'll only get $60 for that $3.50 coffee maker, $3.50 coffee maker. So yeah, that's all of the stuff that I bought there. There wasn't that much, but those are the things that I want to be looking that I want to be looking for. I don't want to be looking for, 1,000 of whatever this is, baby blanket kits. I didn't look this up, honestly. I just pulled it, but I don't want to sell 1,000 of these for $10. I would rather sell some higher end items. $25 minimums, $20 minimums, that kind of thing. And you guys know I don't do anything hard and fast. I'm not that kind of person. Certainly not fast. And I'm wishy-washy about a lot of stuff. But anyway, these are the types of items that I want to be focusing on. And I don't find those every day. I certainly don't find that many of them at a time. But I want to be looking for those. I want to be actively looking for those. And I'm hoping now that I've got a new photo set up, so my clothing pictures won't look like trash, I may start to incorporate a few clothes, but I'm going to be very, very picky. It's so hard for me. It's like, you know, when you were a kid and your mom wanted you to take that big spoonful of medicine. I really don't want to do it, but I know it would be good for me. So that may be what I have to do. Let's see what's happening over here. Chris says, but with the Indian blanket design, you'll do well. Yeah, that's probably a keyword I need to look up. I need to do some research on that jacket. Speaking of making it rain, hell yeah on the coffee maker. Amazing. I wasn't sure. I mean, I knew I was going to get it because of parting out the basket and the reservoir and the carafe. But when I saw that it sold for $79.99 complete, I'll just sell it together. And then Faye says, but if you part it, you will get $1 million, which is pretty nice. But no, I'll just go ahead and sell that together. So anyway, in conclusion, because I wanted this to be a really short show, I appreciate you all being here and giving me, you know, some of your time. But just know that every single one of us out there gets into some kind of eBay funk. And you got a choice. You can wallow in it and, you know, decide you're not going to sell on eBay anymore, or just be miserable. Or you can deal with that, move on, learn from those mistakes. I probably will make them again, but do the best you can to learn from those mistakes, and then just keep going. Because, you know, I always think about people are like, you know, you've been through so much. How do you keep going? Because the option to lay down and just die is not there. You can't. So you just keep going. You just keep swimming, and you gotta just keep moving, you know? All right. So I'm not going to blah, 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 blah the way I do sometimes. I am going to try to finish my light kit. Maybe list a couple of things on local. Don't forget your local sales. I'm going to list a couple of things on local sales, and I'm going to make some fried fish for dinner because it's Friday and it's delicious. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it so, so, so much. Please press the like button. I see a bunch of you have already. Thanks. Join the Facebook group. Let's do something fun over there. And follow me over at Instagram. Oh my gosh. So, Wimpy Whistler just said, listen to Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk. You'll get out of the eBay funk. eBay funk. Yes, Uptown Funk is such a fun song. Cindy Rosen is saying, I finally came to realize I will always make mistakes no matter how long I've been doing this, because it's an ever-changing market and it's part of business. And it's true. She's right, because it is a constantly changing business, but because a lot of us don't have that kind of measured self-control to only stick with these types of items. We just, we just kind of go with our emotions sometimes. It's just who we are. We make bad buys. Sometimes we just move on. Chris says she hears another eBay rewrite, another song rewrite in her head. That'd be a good one. So anyway, thank you guys for being here. Just remember that the dream works when you do. So keep dreaming and keep working. And I'll see you guys the next time.